All right, let's jump right in. Today, we are looking at one of South Asia's most exciting economies, a country that's on track to become a $1 trillion economy by 2040. Seriously, so if you're an entrepreneur scouting for the next big opportunity, you really need to have Bangladesh on your radar. We're about to explore the incredible business chances popping up there.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. We're not talking about slow, steady growth here. This is a rapid emergence. The country is literally transforming into a hotspot for new businesses, and we're going to break down exactly why that's happening and where the best opportunities are hiding.
So, what's really fueling this incredible boom? Well, it's not just one single thing. It's actually a powerful mix of factors that have come together to create this, well, perfect environment for businesses to not just start, but to really succeed. Let's take a look at the core pillars holding it all up. When you look at these drivers, it all starts to make sense. First off, you've got a huge and young domestic market that's hungry for new stuff. Then you have this population adopting digital tech at a wild pace, which just blows the doors open for online businesses. On top of that, running a business there is surprisingly affordable, and you have a workforce that's not only skilled, but also really adaptable. It's kind of the perfect storm for growth. Okay, so we get the why now. Let's get to the really fun part, the what. If you're an aspiring entrepreneur, where should you be focusing your energy right now? The options are pretty diverse, but there are a few key areas that are showing some truly explosive potential. The first, and maybe the most powerful trend, is this massive digital wave sweeping the country. I mean, the rapid spread of the internet and smartphones has totally unlocked a new frontier for business, and it's touching pretty much every part of daily life. And the scale of this is just immense. E-commerce is absolutely booming, which of course creates a huge need for courier and delivery services to get all those packages to people. Social media, we're talking over 83 million users. Content creation isn't a hobby anymore. It's a real business. And on the business-to-business side, Bangladesh has become a global player with over 2,000 IT and software firms. And what's so cool about this slide is you can see it right there in the data. The numbers don't lie. E-commerce, couriers, IT. These sectors aren't just growing. They have the absolute best growth outlook for the next few years. If you're looking for a way to ride, this is it. Now, let's switch gears to our next big theme, because it's not all just happening online. Massive opportunities are popping up from a really fundamental shift in how people live, especially in the big, growing cities. Urbanization is creating totally new demands and new lifestyles. So everyone knows Bangladesh is a powerhouse in fashion and apparel, right? We're talking nearly $20 billion in exports, but the domestic demand is huge too. Food businesses, everything from trendy cafes to super convenient home delivery are just thriving. And tourism? It's set to grow by over 9% a year, so anything catering to travelers is just poised for a major boom. Okay, so within this whole urban boom, there is one business model that really caught my eye because it's such a smart solution to a modern problem. And that's the furnished spaces business. It is an incredibly clever play in today's fast-paced city environment. This whole model is just a classic win-win. For the people who own the property, it means a higher rental income. And for the tenants, whether they're professionals, expats, or even tourists, it means total convenience. They can just move in right away, no hassle. So who exactly is looking for these places? Well, pretty much everyone. You've got professionals moving to cities like Dhaka for new jobs. You have big companies that need housing for their international employees. You've got startups and freelancers who need ready-to-go office spaces. And of course, students and tourists who love the convenience of not having to buy a whole apartment's worth of furniture. All right, so we've looked at the what and the why. Let's just zoom out one last time and recap the fundamental economic advantages that make Bangladesh such a great place to invest right now, no matter which sector you end up choosing. First and foremost, it's about the people. The population isn't just young, it's getting more and more educated, it's adaptable, and it's super comfortable with technology. This is the exact kind of workforce you need to power all those digital and service businesses we've been talking about. And here's the kicker. This skilled workforce is also really cost competitive. Lower operating costs mean your investment money goes a lot farther. It lets you build a profitable, efficient business much more easily than you could in a lot of other places around the world. And for anyone investing from outside the country, this is a huge deal. That favorable exchange rate gives you a significant financial leg up from day one. It just maximizes the power and potential of every dollar you put in. Okay, so let's say you're inspired. You see the potential, but what are the actual practical first steps you need to take to get started? Because getting things right from the very beginning is absolutely key. Here is an essential checklist you're going to want to follow. First, talk to legal experts and get all your licenses sorted out early on. This is crucial. Hire people for their skills, not just because they're cheap. Your team will be your greatest asset. Stick to all the rules, and hey, don't be afraid to ask for professional help to guide you and keep your risks low. So, from the digital wave to the demands of a new urban lifestyle, the opportunities are just undeniable. Bangladesh is a landscape that is so rich with potential, just waiting for the next wave of innovators and builders. Which really just leaves one question to think about. Where are you going to build?